All right, we've thrown Joe out of the studio here, Joe Piscopo. But the one thing we do love about him, I personally love about him over these years, he pushes the envelope and can laugh at himself and others on both sides and have a good time. You know, embrace life. It's way too short, my friends. And doesn't my next guest know it? Sean Spicer, the former White House press secretary and quite the dancer, I might point out. Sean, good to see you.
Thanks, Neal.
And by the way, awesome job, young man. I think you're going to win it all. My family is rooting for you because, you know, every week it gets better. But what I'm impressed is you're doing this. And a lot of people, rational people, say, why is Sean Spicer doing this? Why did you do it?
Well, a few reasons. One is because you live once, and I thought, you know what, let's have some fun. I'm not a good dancer.
You're
I thought it would be
right.
fun
not about
to
the
do
dancing.
something that's
we only live
complete.
once. Right, yeah, no.
You live once, have some fun in life. It sounded like I've been talking about it with the show for a while. It never fit in with the schedule. My businesses are doing well. My partners could take up the slack, and I thought, have some fun. Number one. Number two, have a show that I could encourage my children who are pretty young to watch. And number three is we've turned this this opportunity into a cause. Everything that we're doing, from auctioning off that bright green shirt to selling campaign paraphernalia on our website, SpicerArnold.com, benefits to veterans charities that I'm involved with, the Independence Fund and the Yellow Ribbon Fund. So we've tried to turn this opportunity into something good for those who have truly sacrificed for our nation. And you know what? I'm having a blast doing it.
You know what I always remember about you, Sean, and I'm not blowing you smoke, but I do mean this. You have a great sense of humor. You're very effective at laughing at yourself. My dad used to tell me the same thing. Neal, you might as well laugh at yourself because, trust me, everyone else is. And I think you're embracing that. And I think that's what has grown your appeal on the show week by week. And are you surprised when you survive another week? Are you surprised when you keep it going?
Yeah, and I'm also humbled. And I know this is a silly, but I'll tell you why, because it's not serious, right? It's a dancing show. It's meant to have fun and entertain people. None of us are trying to be professional dancers, but it truly is humbling when you stop and go, okay, between 8 and 10 p.m. on Monday nights, someone is taking away time that they could be, you know, spending with their kids, getting ready for the next business day, doing laundry, or, you know, cleaning the kitchen or whatever, and they're texting 10 times to support myself and Lindsay Arnold. It actually really humbles you to realize how many people are taking time out of their day to vote for you. And they go, you know, if you go to SpicerArnold.com, you can actually sign up and we'll send you updates. But it humbled.
I like how you made that a political campaign. Because I thought you made it a campaign. That was a good little bit. How does she feel about you? Because I don't think she knew what she was getting.
Well, here's what I'll tell you. I am so lucky to have a partner like Lindsay Arnold. She is a professional. She's patient. She's kind. She's an unbelievably gifted instructor, which is what I need in spades. So I was extremely lucky to get paired with her, and she has really made this journey fun for me. And I've learned a lot along the way. It's funny because by the time you get up to where we are now in the competition, you're getting 4 days to get ready to learn an entirely new dance. So you get one, you finish it Monday night. If you go on, it's like, okay, fresh canvas, learn a whole new thing, to, you know, new song, new theme, and you know, it's intense every single day.
You know, I don't mean to sort of throw in politics here, but we live in a very polarizing, you know, eat 'em up alive world. You know, yes. The Democrats going after the president, impeachment, the president going after them. You know, for pushing impeachment. It's a nasty time. I almost think juxtaposing that to you on this show is a reminder maybe we can just chill a little bit, you know?
Well, and it's what you and Joe were talking about a little. Like, here's the thing. What I love about this show is that we started with 12 people, literally from the most diverse backgrounds. You've got some athletes, some comedians, actresses, singers, and none of us talk politics ever. I don't really know where any of them lie. I can probably guess on a few, but we actually go out there. We root for each other. We actually want each other to do well. We don't take it. We work hard, but it's not that serious. And for 2 hours, people can tune into something and people are enjoying themselves, rooting for each other, having a good time, and then you can go back to whatever you've been doing in the past. And like I said, I've always been said to folks, I'm a fierce partisan, but I think you can do that in a very civil way. I will fight for conservative principles day in and day out. I believe.
But you should have thought a little harder
agenda.
About that green shirt in the first going. You know, I know you auctioned it out.
You know what, Neal, that shirt went for $3,800 bucks.
I heard.
And we now split
I
that
can't believe Hannity spent that much. But yeah. I'm kidding. You know, we were talking about this here.
Hannity has been.
Go ahead.
He was not too pleased. He has said that friends don't let friends do that.
But we should. I don't know, guys, how you feel. I just think we kind of get over ourselves a little bit, sort of like Sean has it, and have fun. What's the big deal?
No, I agree totally. I love Sean. Hi, Karen Kerrigan. Good to see you. I love his, his fun, his attitude, taking risks to do this, and you're right. We all need to chill a little bit. And one thing I was going to ask Sean, and not to be a buzzkill. Someone called me a buzzkill yesterday.
Really?
It's the first time in my life. But anyway, in terms of let's relax and let's chill, I mean, what is the threats here, Democrats on this impeachment stuff going into 2020? I mean, I think they think they've got a winner here, but what do you think are the threats, for Democrats in 2020?
Well, I think it's a great question, Karen, and it's really interesting because you represent all these small businesses that are out there, and they're paying really close attention to this. And 31 Democrats took over districts that Trump won last time, saying that they were going to go out there and work with the president, fight for small businesses like you represent, work across the aisle, and they've now gone down and towed the Nancy Pelosi AOC line. And before anything really got rolled out in terms of the whistleblower, the testimony, they were already on the impeachment bandwagon. Pelosi has an 18-seat majority, and yet 31 of these members are in seats that Trump won. This is going to be a very tough political balance for them because on the one hand, they talked about working for the president, and now they want to impeach him. It's going to be tough for them to maintain that line heading into their first reelection, and that's where Pelosi's gotten yanked so far to the left of her by her base that she's left these 31 individuals out to dry.
All right, well, watch her very close. That would have been a far more compelling argument had you been wearing that green number and saying it at the same time. But really, Sean, best of luck on this. We'll see what happens in Washington. That sometimes gets its own series of laughs for quite different reasons. I have a feeling you're going to win all of this.
I never thought I'd ask Neal to say.
Go ahead.
I've never thought I'd actually say, please vote for me on Monday night. So
vote for Sean. Go Sean.
All right. Well, right now, Gary's seriously considering that offer for the next Dancing with Stars. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. We have a lot more after this. Stocks right now up 239 points. That's a serious rally.